Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Speedgaming Main. Today we've got another match of the Speedgaming Live 2025 online tournament here. This is Zachary Enough Time. We've got ourselves a Brackets Round 1 match between Chuckles and Zephyr. I'm Star, and joining on comms today is Chuckles. How are you doing?
Did you say Chuckles and Zephyr? It's Martin and
yes,
Zephyr.
I realized. Brain went goofed, and yeah, Zephyr versus Martin.
I am Chuckles. I am not racing today, but that's fine. We'll let Martin take my place.
Sorry about that. Brain went a little haywire, but yes, we've got Zephyr versus Martin. Apologies. It should be a pretty good matchup here. We've got looks like we have a Epona start today.
Yeah, so I can't imagine that will be used right away. We'll probably see our standard openers to start off with. I will turn down my volume. Of course, the classic Windows update meant that my microphone settings reset, because that's what Windows does. So hopefully I'm not so loud.
Yeah, Windows will certainly do Windows things. It will be going shortly. This is Brackets Round 1 out of, we had 12 qualifiers this year, followed by group stages, and then into brackets here. And the winner of this goes on to face Mr. Mario, so that will also be a really good matchup.
Yeah, a nice little reward to play Mario. But speaking of rewards, this is actually the last race before we are in the money of the tournament. So starting from the quarterfinals onwards, these people will be earning some of Elagatua's savings fund, a savings account, as the primary donor of this tournament. So thanks, Ela, but also to everybody else who donated. So yeah, starting to win some money for some people if they win this match.
And in fact, if people want to, you still can contribute. The prize pool is finalized. I do have $100 prize pool bonuses are finalized. We do have $100 bonus this year. Still can donate if you'd like. We are sitting at a $400 prize pool plus a $100 bonus this year for $500 total. So winner of this gets a minimum of 25 USD.
Yeah, and of course the in-person will hopefully get even more for that. So if people go in, I was going to say on campus, but that's because I've been at work all day at the hotel in Herndon, Virginia.
All right, and we are off. So we do immediately get our Foolish Hints, Lost Woods, Inside Ganon's Castle, Gerudo Valley, and Lake Hylia.
I said this on another stream recently, but I hate Lost Woods Foolish, because that's just what you want to do in your Child 1. You kind of want to do those Lost Woods checks and get that SFM song, but Lost Woods Foolish is kind of like a lot of your Sphere 0 checks are gone.
Lake combined with Lake and Valley too. There goes your Valley Lake checks.
Yeah, so that's pretty helpful. So I actually kind of like if I got those hints, I don't go to Valley. I mean, sorry, I don't go to River. But getting those hints, I might be tempted to go to River first, actually.
That's where Zeph's going, it looks like. It is a common early play in SGL, especially when you've got some of these Sphere 0 checks are foolish. For hints and for information and for items, because there is one Sphere 0 check here that's really easy to isolate in the open grotto, and a couple of freestandings that technically aren't in logic, but there's about like 8 ways to get them in logic, so that's not saying much. 20 skulls is junk, and I missed what 30 was. Whoops.
30 was nothing, so we are at least up to with 10 max on skulls today.
What is that in Lower River?
I have no idea, but Zeph is going for it. Is it a bow?
It might be, because I actually can't see the model at all, so a bow would explain it.
It's really nothing key.
Yep, that is a bow. Okay, that's one of the more minimalist models, so that would explain why I just couldn't see anything at all.
Yeah.
Ice has Requiem, okay. And Rudo's Letter, which that gives us part of the things we need for that Requiem.
Interesting picking up Lesser Bear. I really like the bow that Zeth's just collected. It's quite a big item, and we can now do the archery game in CAC, so that's another check in our CAC 1.
Nothing on the windmill hurt piece, and our song in the windmill is Minuet. Hey, more songs.
Yeah, that's nice to have. Into another song to take into our child segment. Could be a bit of a song chain, maybe.
And although Anju is heart piece.
Ooh, bomb shoes in the CAC cow. So early explosives. We'll be looking forward to see how Martin uses those.
Water River Chest is dead.
A load of kind of nothing key hints, except for that Requiem is in Ice Cavern. That might be a required song for us today.
We'll find out. Nothing in Shieldgrave either.
That bow is one of the non-sphere 0 checks, so there are items needed to get that. Quite a few items we could get to put that in logic, but currently out of logic.
Yeah. Also, I could continue the trend of I have no idea what our freestanding items are on this scene. I can't tell what was in the crate for Martin and Graveyard.
I think it was a Deku Shield.
It was something dark-colored and not very shiny.
Yeah, I don't think it was a bomb bag. I don't think it was a wallet. It was either a nut or a Deku Shield.
Chad might have to enlighten us. And we'll also get a look at it from Zeph there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that the item on the crate was about as invisible to me as that bow. So.
Yeah, that bow was a very hard item to identify as a freestanding, but this is Zeph able to do the archery game, like we said. So maybe the bow is going to lead to a bit of a sequence for Zeph there.
Maybe. And there's a slingshot.
Not overly great, especially with not having Requiem, because Child Spirit is one of the better things that Slingshot could do.
It's about the only thing that Slingshot does, given that Lost Woods is foolish.
That is so true, yeah, definitely. 5 choose.
That's a bit of a womp womp.
Yeah.
Song of Storms and Minuet, so those two just switched places, and Kokiri's path to Twin Rova, okay.
Well, let's go to Miner's house. Let's see what's in there. So that's a logical storms in the adult SFM, so the well and some other stormsy checks are open.
Yep. Ice is still Requiem, yep, we knew that, thank you. But yeah, that includes Kokiri Storms, which might be our path too. Toilet's dead, that's always good.
Yeah, it could be something in the Kokiri Storms grotto as well, so nice and helpful. Martin just using his juice here. Yeah,
I still can't see the item on that crate.
It's definitely a Deku Shield.
Okay, check confirming, got it. Thank you, yeah, I don't know if it's me today or what, but I apparently cannot identify our freestandings.
We'll blame the runners play on VC and you looking at tiny boxes.
And, okay, Harrow Castle Fairy is a wall against Castle Fairy is dead.
Yeah, not overly great information on wallet, but they're pretty naff checks, so that's okay.
And hint here, Skull Mask is dead. Okay.
Gonna be expecting something inside this Mido's house with the Kikiri Forest Twin Rover. Otherwise, it's gonna be
If not, it'll be on the K-Sword chest. Oh,
Yeah.
2 big chests as I say that. Magic. Yep, that'll do it. And a bomb bag also would do it.
Yeah, they're both potentially. Well, the bomb bag is definitely required to beat Spirit Temple, so we'll look forward to what is on what dungeon to see how the path priority is playing with us today, as I just say that. So,
Spirit, Shadow, Deku, Jabu, Fire. Pretty high item
Yeah.
requirements today.
yeah, and then DC, Water, and Forest being pre-completed. So, interesting layout. We're going to need a lot of items for Shadow and Spirit. Jabu, we've already got the letter, but we're going to need the Rang. Yeah, we're going to need some items.
Yeah, I think to note too with the Boomerang is that there are the Boomerang, the bomb bags. There are 3 bomb bags in the seed, so sure you need one to beat Spirit, but there's also 3 of them. Here are 2 magics, so we'll have to see. I'm gonna check our child save quit for Martin.
Yeah, just outright checking the save quit, not bothering having a look at what's on the slingshot game.
It has Prelude
I
to
guess-
get back to market.
Yeah, you can just play Prelude if you
Well.
want. It's probably just quicker, isn't it, at this point? Like,
Or that!
yeah, that's fine.
Helpful game. That also explains though why Gan's Castle is foolish, is that Spirit and Shadow are 2 of our stones, it's just not going to be available. Really, really common in these settings for the foolish dungeon to just be the last dungeon in logic.
Yeah. Zeph. I think this is actually interesting with these chews, like Endodongos being an unrequired dungeon. It would be a bit of a gamble taking those chews into there, knowing that there might just be nothing there and you're not doing progression. So we'll see what he decides to do.
It's going to pick up a Deku Shield, as child shooting is just some money. Expect will likely end up in DC at some point for runners. It is non-required, but we have an early bomb bag. Martin doesn't have the bowling hint, sadly, because that was in River. Yeah, we have DC's available early with that bomb bag, and we don't have as many checks to do as we normally would, given our foolishness of the seed.
Yeah, I'm surprised Zeph was like at the top of Kakariko. He could have just gone to see what was up the mountain at Engoron City, bearing in mind that, well, I guess he hadn't done Mido's house yet and played the song, but you know, they're early sphere checks that he could have done.
Yeah, but he would have also used up all of his chews. 5 is not a lot. We're gonna check some field credit. We're gonna check out Boulder of Destiny here, which is a heart and a hint that GTG is path to Twin Rova. Okay.
Well, there's a duplicate path, so
We won't be
fun.
getting a well, we won't be getting a one of a Jabu or Fire path then this seed. But like perhaps Deku, because none of these are obvious in terms of like it's, you know, Forest is often no path because there's just multiple copies of everything available. Same goes for DC. But this dungeon layout's not as obvious.
yeah,
We
that's
see a lot of our
that's kind of spooky.
sometimes hints, so it's probably not that we lost a hint because it's just on an always or sometimes.
Yeah, that
but it
would be
might-
surprising.
But maybe Jabu or Fire. Well, we already know that Rudo's letter can't be path to Baronate because Ice has Requiem. So maybe the Boomerang's also just unhintable for Jabu. Interesting information to keep track of.
Yeah, definitely. That's just kind of the fun thing with these settings is how the hints and the different medallions and stone combinations make for interesting changes to your route and things like that.
You know, in this seed, Hammer is less likely to be locking a stone just because we do have early explosives. It's not Hammer for your first way to blow up things. Because that's a common. That's relatively on the more common side for losing a fire path, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the hammer might just be required to get a strength or something for Spirit Temple, and it takes it off that path list.
Could be a strength for that. Yeah, now that you say that, on that one check that's Hammerlock and GTG, logically. Since GTG is apparently Path of Twin River.
True. Yeah, true.
We do have our first fire access, speaking of Fire Temple, Bolero and Ranch.
Yeah, okay. So that's another song. I see what Martin does in his child saving. Like, he could just pick up this song and actually just like bail. I don't know. Like, he could.
There's not a lot to do as child, to be honest.
Yeah, you're not doing Valley Lake. You're not doing Lost Woods. You've already done Kakeri Forest. Like, you've picked up your songs, and that's Nocturne. You could go into the well.
Yeah, the well might be an option, but other than that, yeah, go grab K-Sword Chest, and check the well, and that's about it that we can or want to do as child right now. I guess with the bombs, you could go up river to turn in letter out of logic, but I don't know that you want to rush ice that hard.
Yeah, if you've skipped the river and you've got storms, then you get to do all the checks there, do the domain checks, hand in the letter, prep go into ice. Like, yeah, that's a fair idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would do it, but it is an option available to our runners.
I actually think that the Bolero song is going to be ZL. That's my prediction. That's my gut feel.
It wouldn't surprise me if that's available, yeah. And nothing on the K-Sword chest, and Martin is playing Crazy. He's just going straight back adult.
Yeah, I'm honestly not surprised. Like, you've got the horse, you could go GTG. Like, there's not a lot you can do there, but like, you know, it's path.
I was going to say, Martin is short a bow, unfortunately, at the moment.
Yeah, can't do HDA.
Magical Bomb's path, which isn't too surprising. It just means very good chance one of those is required for Spirit, who'd have thunk. And that would just mean that whichever one it is the path, it just locks all copies. Nothing on the crater wall. I did see that item. That's a purple rupee. And as usual, I still have no idea what's on there.
I tell you what, these freestanders have been mean today. Okay, I was just...
The crater wall was a purple rupee, but I think that was the only one that was clearly, like, shiny. Like, rupees are easy to ID, heart pieces, strength 1's usually not too bad, because it's, you know, brightly colored and shiny, but the other stuff that's more dull is really hard to ID.
Okay, I'm going to disagree with you, and I actually think that was the second magic. And it was the shine of the smoke that made it look like that.
Got no idea.
But we'll see. Like, our freestanding peeking has been terrible today, so we're probably both wrong. So.
Vel says in chat she thought it was a compass, so that leads her to think it was magic as well. Ha. Someone might just... Can one of you in the chat just check the VOD, maybe? That might be easier.
He didn't look at it for a long time, which is interesting, so...
Yeah. We have beans access, not very fast, but we do have bean access if we do need whatever it is.
Okay, mine's going up. He's going up the mountain. He's not going river or anything like that, or going to GTG. He's going up the mountain.
If that is double magic, that would mean our bomb bag is the confirmed path out of Kokiri, because that's not a magic locked item.
Yeah, I do like DC because the Kakeri Forest to Twin Rover could be the bomb bag. It could be the bomb bag just for completion, but it could be the bomb bag for an item needed to beat Spirit Temple, and DC's always a good bet there.
Also, just we don't have a lot to do, honestly, at the start of the
season
with our foolishes.
And in before ZL is on Burning Cack with Water Temple being one of the dungeons. Like, you know, that's my new prediction.
Yep. SFM Devago for Doctor. Gee, thank you.
Right,
And Chad confirms that was a heart piece on the volcano, so it is Bombag. Confirmed the Nat of Kokiri, which just means both other bomb bags are bomb locked. Fantastic.
Yeah, baseball. I was thinking the same thing. Songs hinted path. Hashtag league starting in a week.
Hover boots in DC. Okay, that's required.
Yeah, it's the hover boots, as they say.
I was able to identify one freestanding. The top of DC is a stick upgrade.
Ah, yeah.
Fairly distinct. Broad daylight helps instead of trying to look at it, you know, in the smoky crater or through a crate.
Zeph is walking out of Kokiri Forest.
Yep,
Is
maybe
he
he's
going up
thinking
the
about
river?
South Field or River? Yeah. That is a Southfield play here, which, you know, hints and information. Kind of hard to route this in no matter what you do, so given Lake and Valley Foolish and unrecorded water temple, so...
Opponents is adult. I don't like this.
Mm.
And now you know that the bomb bag is probably important. I much prefer what Zeph's doing, what Martin's doing at this present moment in time. These are bomb lock checks, fair.
Jabu Path to Goma, okay. That would explain why we don't have a Baronade path today.
Yeah,
that's why we've got
alright,
double.
okay.
That's why I've got double Twin Rova. Sword's probably on Baronade or something.
Yeah.
Because that implies that it's also Boomerang locked without the Twin Rova.
Yes, yeah, it would also mean it's not just the Boomerang chest, so it wouldn't be like... It's not like, Zeph, go to here quickly. It's like, okay, you're gonna have to consider this.
And Fox 2 is dead. Always good to know. Usually is, but there are times where it's not. And Mirror Shield. Okay.
That's an item we need, but it's not really gonna help us out anytime soon.
No, not really.
Yeah, I don't... Well, he's gonna pick up that mirror shield later. So did he just stun that mirror shield away, or...
Believe so.
Or did he save after getting the mirror shield?
He scummed it, yeah. I mean, as you said, it doesn't do anything anytime soon, and I believe he already bought a Hylian shield, so he's just trying to save his explosives for the moment.
Yeah, and then he's going to, I think, hit Dampe. He's going to have Dampe time.
Yeah, chat was saying about, commenting about time of day, so that might be the other reason for it.
Wow, the rare mark and unmark of something on the tracker.
Mark and unmark that wasn't a misclicked.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't watch the seed was during my bedtime. I hope the siege yesterday was entertaining.
DC turning up a pair of hover boots, and that's about it so far.
Yeah, the hover boots required. Dins would get us beating Shadow.
No, it would not. We do not have a hook shot.
Ah, yes. Yeah, okay.
And we also don't have ZL.
Oh, that one as well. Yeah, okay. So, ZL, like, basically can only be, what, the Colossus and the Burning
Colossus
Caxon
is
at
most
this point.
likely Burning cack would be unusual given water's a water map.
Yeah. And because Requiem is at the Colossus, we're basically walking to the Colossus.
Well, Requiem's in ice.
Yeah, sorry, Requiem's in ice, so it's going to be either ZL is on Burning Cack and we can get that before going into ice, or we're walking to pick up ZL.
I mean, we have Wasteland Crossing, we've got a lens, we've got magic, actually we know where both magics are, we've got hover boots, we've got a Pona song. I mean, part of the thing right now is they break into ice, except for they don't have any bottles except for Ruda's letter, which nobody's turned in just yet.
Yeah, true. They could use the hover boots to get in. That's the horse. You want to get on the horse, man. You just rang for it. Zeph doing ZL as well. Like,
yeah.
I don't know about this.
Play for certain, as Martin is going to grab this hit and head for GTG. KZ's dead, always good.
SFM definitely is Nocturne to Bongo, but maybe there's the surprise. It's double path for the Storms as well.
Nah, maybe not. That wallet's not the most helpful thing of all time.
No.
Martin going to grab that mirror shield now.
Yeah, Martin is taking the horse and probably going to probably taking hopping into GTG as well.
At GTG and crossing. Unfortunately, he is down in O, which we know is in the river. We'll probably do Bimos, Stalfos, take a peek in the maze, and likely just leave. But we'll see. Might depend on what he finds in GTG. Has Fortress Roof available also. Unfortunately can't do HBA again because no bow. Hit the Goma.
Yeah, Martin learning that fun piece of logic there. I wonder if we'll be able to deduce that.
It's not terribly complicated in the grand scheme of things. You know, yeah, they both have to hit Requiems and Ice.
Big chest in the back of the well, so Zeph with a opportunity for a big chest. There's another big chest here as well, so back-to-back big chests.
Okay, there's a move. That's a really convenient bottle.
Okay.
Could be a really nice bottle to have, seeking that ice cavern. And fun game.
Yeah, Zeph without the hovers to break into ice, so he'll be probably hoping that... Oh, another big chest, wow! 3? Maybe this one will be an actually good item. No.
Not
gets us a check in logic with the compass. The composer's chest, like.
And Wasteland, I guess, but
Yeah.
it's not
one of the big ones. Needed a hook.
Yeah. I mean, it's not very Not really what we wanted to see.
Oh, Zeph climbing out the well. This is an awful play. It takes about 5 minutes to climb out the well. Oh, it's over. Yeah, gonna see the Gerudo Fortress chest. He has the hover boots, so he could pick it up if this is something. That's not a big chest. Zeph is going up the river.
He is making that ice play, it looks like. Knows that's Requiem, knows ZL is most likely out there, and if it's not, he'll know it's AD. GTG's path, so it's safety time getting back there, and I guess we need to do this anyway for Jabu. He can set for Roars while he's here. So there's worse plays to do.
This is alright. This is why I generally dislike going up the river. I said it was going to be an okay play this time round because of the hints, but when you go up the river once as adult and then you go up there again as child, you're just walking over the same steps again, and it takes so much time. You're doing one new check here, but a lot of it is just repeat movement.
Maybe hoping for K-Sword on rank chest, maybe, although that'd be a bit of a misread on the path priority, well, the existing paths we have. It's not even path priority, this is just the existence of paths. That we have the double twin ruin path, which means that,
Yeah, the fact that there's probably no Jabu path means that
bit of path priority, bit of just the existence of paths. We've got double twin river path, Jabu Dagoma path, which implies that one of the path pins must have gotten eaten, and Jabu Dagoma implies that the boomerang got also eaten on top of our. We know Letter's been eaten, but that implies that the boomerang pin also got eaten too for the path.
Nami, Zeph can't actually fly a plane. It's just a long-standing joke that he can fly a plane. I am joking. He can actually fly a plane.
Zeph is a licensed pilot, commercial pilot, yes.
Big chest in the center.
And, well, that would have been nice a few minutes ago.
Wow, Zeph's not got ZL, so he hasn't done that. That's actually a great hint for him.
Yeah, never mind, I realized after I said that. That is two big chests on, I think a center chest and right side GTG.
Yeah, Martin's only got one key, though. I think I would have been tempted to... He didn't do the Stalfos check or the Wolfos check in GTG, I think. Just needing one key to... but then you'd... really hard, because you want Song of Time, then, to pick up that right-hand side. So otherwise you'll need all 9 keys to get into the center. Really difficult.
Yeah, Song of Time, on the other hand, is going to be difficult to very hard to get. Given that our remaining song checks are Burning Cat, Composer Grave, Colossus, OOT, which is basically never accessible given our stone layout. Not a lot of options.
Tricky dive from Zeph, please. He's gonna make it. I don't know if you've seen the new dive-in tech star that Danny B came out with recently, where he found that instead of diving off the waterfall, you jump slash off the waterfall, and you're more likely to pick up the rupees. But of course, in rando, pretty meaningless because we do both these checks in a weird order, so you never actually jump off the waterfall normally.
Sword diving has our blue fire arrows. Convenient.
Yeah, Zeph's heading into Jabu. And mine's crossing. So if this Colossus song is not ZL, then ZL is on Burning Hack.
Yep.
Which would mean early water BK. And Zeph's gonna put a fish on his head and carry her.
Yeah, one check in Jabu here, unlikely to be our K-Sword. Could be something else, I suppose. And there's... not too surprising at this point.
Yeah, and then, well, mine doesn't have the spare bottle. He's only got the Ruto's letter bottle. The blue fire one is in the well. He's not gone there. So he can't go to ice yet.
Ooh, big chest, as I, by the way, have the slightest idea what's on the Colossus Arch, as usual.
Oh, I didn't even look. I completely forgot to do that.
Yeah, choosing rank chest, so... not our item of progression, unsurprisingly.
Yeah, gonna dump the FW here. Martin with ZL can now fully clear the well, so that could be where he's going to go next.
Yeah, possibly. Martin might also be thinking about that Jabu, or turn-in letter head for ice play.
Yeah, true, yeah, there's that as well. There's a couple of things he could do here.
And I'm interested by this beam planting for Zeph.
So he's doing that because he doesn't have the hook shot or the hover boots, so that's currently the only way that he'd be able to cross that gap.
He did take another look at the crater item, and at that angle, it did not look like a magic meter at all to me.
I don't think there's anything on the volcano.
I know, I was just saying I don't think it's the magic either. It was a recovery heart on the volcano, yeah, that's what I thought it looked like. So magic may be the path in Kokiri after all, though it kind of doesn't matter at this point. The wall is 100% magic.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about before, yeah. Yeah, I didn't think the volcano was.
Okay, I thought you guys were talking about the volcano being the magic meter.
Oh, no, that's nothing.
And apparently I can't identify the heart of the wall item because I thought that was rupee, not the magic.
Yeah, yes.
Anyway, sorry, Song of the Composer Grave.
Oh, Martin, you don't
That
have
did not work.
I don't think he even did the flame storm. Does he have some fire?
Taking a quick dip, seeing if there's anything, which there isn't.
Yeah, no key, need a hammer. How you get? Oh,
That
this
checks
is a
for
big
Martin.
chest.
This is in logic here, and it's a hammer.
Oh, baby! That isn't in logic in Martin's books at the moment. He doesn't have the fire arrows or the bow. He still doesn't have the bow. Or Martin.
No.
But yeah, that hammer is that's pretty juicy.
For sure. And our hint here. Yeah, Sylvask is still there. Okay.
Zeph was preempting that the Chew was going to activate the hint stone, because it does sometimes. It's a bit weird like that. So he hit the stone so he could read it, but then he got trolled. So
Yeah, true, because exploding a hint stone makes it blast off. Which is a very funny animation, but not helpful when you want to read the hint. Sunsong Grave's still dead. Sunsong might be burning Cack at this point. We haven't seen the hint yet, but it's either that or Song of Time.
yeah, Martin didn't dip into the well. He is just gun-hoing this hand in the letter. I'm going to go and pick up Requiem and then probably beat the Fire Temple move.
And
This is a big
item
chest.
on the wall. Dead FX.
I feel like in a different set of settings, I would have preferred Martin just doing the well to play safe. But actually, I find with these settings, like skipping the side dungeons has been quite beneficial. Like just targeting the way of the heroes, targeting, or the paths I should say, targeting progression has seemed to be the right play in these SGL settings.
Keep wait on the frogs, no thanks.
Yeah, he's just doing Goron City first before heading into DC, I think. You would expect.
Fair enough, yeah.
I'm actually with that bow now.
And Sunsong and Burning Cat, which is officially dead, given that Sunsong Grave is hinted, and we know Frogs 2 is dead, so... Yeah, well, no AD today.
You mean it's not an all dungeon seed?
Or not AD for the song, at least. We did have to go to DC for those hover boots, but the odds of something being in water are fairly low. Okay, both...
They were both there.
Yeah, both copies of Burning Cat in Goron City.
Yeah, Zeph gonna pick up the hover boots, which is nice for him.
In chat saying there was a hammerlock big chest in the Goron City maze. Well, that's good to know. Martin will be able to grab that when he gets there.
Okay. Zeph will have the ability to get it when he picks up these hover boots, just not in logic. But we'll see if he goes back for that chest afterwards.
That's getting the hint at SFM's path to Longo. We're still missing our wolf path, but at this point, knowing where a hammer is and knowing where a wallet's gone to, I don't think we want the hint. The wolf hint, given that no matter what it is, it's not unless it's It's not going to... Unless the Wolfen also managed to get eaten somehow, which would be informative. Otherwise, I don't think we really want it.
Yeah, I think we might see a Graveyard to Volvagia hint somewhere.
Yeah, that's very likely. If it doesn't exist, that would actually be really informative, because that tells us we need to go... Well, that might just be a Hammerlock key in GTG for this GTG center chest, but that would at least tell us something. Otherwise, no, we don't care.
Yeah, it could be some fun wonky logic, but yeah, not having a hammer hint would be really beneficial.
Yeah. Because a evolve hint, if a evolve hint exists, it can't be for strengths, it can't be well, we already have hovers and explosives, but it wouldn't help for that anyway. And they don't really need a wallet hint. And we do know where one is in the well, so yeah.
Yeah. Martin picking up the blue fire arrows in domain is going to be helpful for when he heads to ice. Oh,
And DC
wow.
to Rovus. Well, actually, speaking of that lack of a bongo hint...
Yeah. That's put us in the spicy category.
I'm thinking that GTG Center Chest is going to be our Rova path for a strength upgrade. Possibly. That or the... because we know that is a big chest.
Yeah.
Or the big chest on right side. Let's see, where is Song?
Yeah, it could be the hovers to cross as well. We don't have either hook shots left.
Oh yeah, hover boots to cross since we've got no hook shots at the moment. Yeah, hovers are a path to Rova, but it might just be for that given ZL's location.
Yeah.
But the lack of a the wolf path is more interesting, because that means our hammer is locking our stones somehow.
Yeah, yeah.
And that makes me think, especially with big chests in the center and right side of GTG, that it might be our GTG. That might be a GTG key on that one chest.
Yeah, I definitely see that angle. But the only question with that is, what would it be? Because that would mean there's no keys in the strength 2 block area of GTG.
Yeah, unless something really squirrely's happening, yeah.
Yeah, something's happening. Something is going on.
Unfortunately, Martin just didn't have much of any items to do much really anything in GTG, so I know Stalfo's chest.
He does have his
not a
FW in
key.
there.
Yeah, I know Stalfo's chest was not a key. I don't remember if Demos was a key. And as proven multiple times in this stream, I cannot identify freestanding items, never mind chests, so I can tell you there was this big chest in the middle and a big chest on the right side, and that's it. I have no idea how many keys were in there. I'm
pretty sure the BMOS was a small key, because he had one small key in his hand when he left.
Yeah, that would have to be BMOS, because he only did 2 checks in there, and I know Stalfo's wasn't it.
Yeah. Alright, Zeph's going to be the first into ice by hacking himself into Zora's domain using the hover boots here.
So, okay, it took me a while because I was having a bit of a brain fart, but Song of Time is vanilla, so if that chest on right side is required, it is going to be 9 key locked.
Yeah, I do often forget that the Song of Time is a song in these settings. It's always the missing song for me.
Yeah, something in fire would also make sense too, for that matter. Although we don't have any strength upgrades at all to climb is a problem.
Yeah, Zeph's going to save some time by not crossing. He's just going to have ZL straight away.
Zeph should hopefully also grab the fountain hints here, which will tell him that we've got 3 Rova paths, and that's, as discussed, very informative.
Yeah, the order that these runners have collected their items is pulling in Zeph's favour for now by being able to come to ice. Martin didn't have a way of doing any checks in Ice Cavern because he didn't have blue fire arrows or a usable bottle at that time, whereas Zeph does have the blue fire arrows and a bottle and a blue fire bottle.
All of the above, yep.
Yeah, he has everything.
One of you will need to tell us what's on the bottom of the icy waters.
No, pass. Like, not a clue. I didn't even think he properly checked it, but
And there's Zeph getting that DC to the robot path. I believe both runners should now have all 5 path hints. Hello, big chest from Martin is Dins. Ah.
okay.
Well, actually, that does explain why that also would... different... I was thinking that Hammerlock's Twin Road, but actually Hammerlocking Bongo makes just as much sense.
Hmm.
So that explains the no bowl path.
So, oh, yeah. Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, fire arrows logically required to get your Dins.
Yeah.
Or to get your hammer to get your Dins, correction. Thankfully, Zeph has those fire arrows because I don't think he's going back to Graveyard as Child anytime fast. And Goron Tunic, okay. That's
I think
also
Martin would
available,
like
not
that
surprising.
Goron tunic at the moment.
Yeah, it would be nice, though he has a fairy model for a fairy, so not a huge deal.
I actually thought Virgil put Goron skirt then for some reason instead of Goron shirt. Maybe that should happen. If you've got a female model, maybe it should be a Goron skirt.
The tunics are all. I mean, the tunics are already on the longer side.
Okay, true. Yeah. Yeah, you're not supposed to walk into that blade, so. He was even holding the blue fire arrows. He could have frozen it.
You can do that?
Yeah, yeah. I was actually trying to learn what Zeph was trying to do then, but I didn't realize you had to target the keys. He was trying to get an animation cancel that would allow him to climb up that ledge without doing any kind of glitchless jumps. He's going to try and do it here as well, but the keys run away.
Oski picked up for Martin. He's going to go beat Volv and probably I'd expect he might get going because he's got other things to do besides looking here. I mean, what are the looking at kind of our whole collection of stuff? I think the big things we're missing between our runners are 2 strengths and hookshot.
Yeah,
Plus boomerang, I guess. All of which
Kikiri's
are
order is
more or
in
less...
Jabu, we know that.
Yeah, K-Sword's just going to be in Jabu. I'm... Huh. Yeah.
Did mine get troll hold like the second time troll hole? That's worse than the first time troll hole.
Hey, Dolphin. Hey, Kisinja, raiding with a party of 2, welcoming raiders. Thanks for the raid. We're just under an hour into this race here between Zeph and Martin. Got some really interesting path-ins today, and Mainstream needs to find 2 strengths, a hookshot, and a boomerang. Mode.
Yeah, Kisinja playing A Link to the Past randomizer. It's the wrong game, Kisinja. Come on.
Yeah, we've got 3 robot paths. This is split win conditions. We need 3 stones for the rainbow bridge, shadow and spearman downs for the Gans castle. And long and short of it means that the lack of a Volvagia path or a Baronade path means that the items that would lock those dungeons, Rudo's Letter, Boomerang, and Hammer, must lock our stones. So far, we have verified that Rudo's Letter and Boomerang must both be locking our Goma path to Jabu, because there was nothing on Rank Chest. And our Hammer is locking Did's Fire in Fire Temple. Which checks that out. Though the interesting thing, though, is we're missing 2 strengths in the hookshot, and GTG is path to Twin Road. Which, there's a big chest in the middle, there's a big chest on the right side, but those are 9 key locks, so time is not available, so there's not a lot we can do in GTG without strengths or a hookshot, is the problem.
Yeah, at least Zeph's going with a bow, so it's a little bit more helpful this time around.
Going to check Wasteland on the way too, which is good. And we also know that DC is path to Twinrova, which implies that which is for a pair of hover boots. So far, hover boots lock Crossing the Wasteland, which gets a ZL at the moment, and that's about it. Kind of implies that all of our hookshots are ZL locked somewhere.
Did Zeph jump from the top and hit the torch with the fire arrow?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Zeph. I missed your swag. He stole that from Mr. Mario, though. It's still difficult to time.
Into GTG for Zeph. We'll also see HBA. We have no hint for that today, so who knows what it is. And Trill Fairy is a new check for Martin, because Zeph only just got ZL a minute ago.
Yeah, that's true. This is a new check.
And it's...
Alright, somebody ban Mario saying difficult things are free. Don't sell yourself short, man. Come on. Say it's really hard. Something that everybody really struggles with, and you're really good at it.
Is it sword tunic for Martin? Mario here in chat, probably scoping out his next opponent, because the winner of this race faces Mario in the next round.
That is true, yeah. Mario sniping, Mario scoping out. Seeing how he's going to beat either of these 2 bozos. Oh, Martin with some potential swag to hit the score on. Bam!
Very nice.
HPA will also be a new check for us, so that's cool. I just got a Teams chat from work at 9:15, so my work colleagues need to go to bed.
Why are they sending a message in the work teams at 9:15 p.m.? That is a very good question.
Yeah, that's academics for you. Alright, Zeph's gonna fail here. Come on, Zeph, you got this, boy. Alright, there we go. Here's the big chest and go on steady.
Funny game.
Okay, hammerlock's bomb bag.
Yeah, that's a hammerlock bomb bag. And that is bomb locked because you needed fire arrows from the well basement for that.
That's actually something to note that Zeph knew that was a big chest and he had the hover boots and he didn't go back and get that. First time Martin can do this archery game, which Zeph did 5 minutes in. I think there was 2 small brown chests in the GTG lobby, so the bow not helping too much at the moment.
I'm very curious where our first hookshot is at this point of the seed.
Yeah, anytime you don't have the hook an hour in, you ask questions about what's going on.
I know they both looked at the Colossus right hand. I have no idea what it is, as extensively discussed. Do not ask me to identify freestanding anything. Especially from a distance. Looks like Martin's heading to ice, by the way.
Yeah, he knows that it's probably a good thing to do. Don't want to cross again. Probably need it logically. Might hard need it, so just gonna get it.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, maybe he'll find something on the way. It is in logic, and he's running out of things to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So many ways to bypass this flame wall. Like every runner does it differently.
Well, that way didn't work for Seth. The first time or the second time.
Yeah, the second one was just more of like a YOLO. Like I'm just gonna jump now. There we go. It worked eventually. Just keep trying. Just keep going.
Yeah. We do know, by the way, that the toilet in here is an item, so not a key.
Yeah, always a nice one to be hinted, especially when you don't have Song of Time.
I'm half expecting our path item to be outside of the maze like that, just given how few checks we have available. Yeah, that'd be a check.
A strength. That was available to Martin?
One or...
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to keep track of, because that's currently hook locked.
It could be strength 1 or strength 2. It is path to Twin Roba, but that doesn't tell us a whole lot otherwise.
I don't think a strength would have helped Martin in any way, though.
No, because if he wanted to climb fire and he didn't, because why would he without a logical strength upgrade? Okay, nothing on here, and I don't think that was a key on the other side of that wall.
We're running out of places where keys can be here.
Wouldn't really make a difference for Martin, no. I mean, we really only need strength for spirit, and that's not useful until you have 2 of them, so...
Yeah. Yeah, because no Forest Temple today.
Nope. So Martin will be back to GTG at some point. He does know it's back to Twin Rove. He knows it's probably for that, for a strength upgrade, so it doesn't really matter if it's a strength 1 or strength 2. That is a hammerlock small key in the GTG.
Yeah, this fairy fountain might sting Zeph a little bit. But it's
Thankfully
nothing.
not for him.
You have to wait to pick up the boomerang before doing that one again to get back into Jabu, and if that was the boomerang...
Emus was a key.
I think that's a bomb in the bottom of the fountain.
Whatever it is, we're not getting it anytime soon.
Yeah, nobody seemed interested.
Well, we can't get it either, given that we don't have iron boots. Zeph taking a long, hard look at this maze. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just these two big uns.
Boomerang might be on one of those 2 big chests that are 9 key lock, but it can't be first hook shot, and it's very unlikely to be our other strength upgrade. Although strength 3 would be really funny here. Actually, that's a key on right side, so yeah, big chest and center chest and this big chest here are not in logic, and yeah, that makes sense for a useless item.
Yeah, I was also in, I think this is a useless item camp. I thought it was going to be a scale, though. So I was wrong. Yeah, GTG didn't blow our world on, like, didn't do anything great.
Shadow's here for Zeph makes sense. He's gonna grab his hammer first, and then probably go fire after that. But I'm thinking Shadow might be one of our next plays. We're running out of things to do.
Yeah, I think
half of Shadow open.
Zeph does need to pick up the hammer to get the dins, but yeah, I think he's on his way to pick up the hammer now. Yeah, once he picks up this hammer, there'll be no reason for him not to go to fire. He'll just play Bolero, I think.
Yeah, play Bolero, go beat fire, and grab your dins while you're at it. And I don't think Zeph will climb. And then Zeph will... I think Zeph will do the same thing as Martin after bailing and bail out of after the first floor, because you've got half a Shadow to do.
Yeah, I've got a feeling both runners are going to be in Shadow at the same time.
Yeah, you know, you're not going to be jumping into... you're not going to be climbing fire, I don't think. When one of the things you're missing is a hook shot, and first hook can't be in fire at the moment. Or the rest of fire, given that our strength 1 is hookshot locked.
Yeah, so bit of duplication here, but it's not going to be for long. I think Martin's going to pick up this this Requiem, and after that, I don't think there's any reason to not go into Shadow. Very good
chance, I think, first hook shots in there. We know that hovers are path to Twin Rova, which is currently locking Wasteland Crossing, and that implies at least one hook shot is locked behind it. Doesn't have to be both, but at least one has to be unavailable for that Wasteland Crossing right now. Strength in there would be fine, although it's logic availability right now. And let's move back to GTG, looking for that path now. Check it as strength. I'll do HBA too. Distance for Zeph.
Yeah, I think so. Nightfall, good, kind of cool. Well, so you said that, and Martin's just jumped past the silver rupee there, so I'm gonna blame that on you. But yeah, he's been pretty good. I've liked his routing so far. I think Zeph's been more fortunate with his item placements compared to Martin. But that's rando for you. Oh, Martin, come on. Sir Nightfall, this is all your fault. There we go. Yeah, here's the BK, so we're going to be having a lot of Fire Temple left at some point. Potentially to do, so, but we'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, the words of Sir Nightfall are pretty powerful today. He's making everything he says comes true.
Here's that strength for Martin.
Yeah, I can see why Martin's doing GTG first, because he wanted his FW back, probably. And it's path anyway, so may as well do it first.
I'm just hoping to get a hook shot. Yeah, he's actually gonna set for well, he might not have wanted to get his foot back, or maybe he was hoping for a hook shot in here or something. If he is, he is leaving for Roars there for the like ruins he can use.
In his head, he's probably thinking that the spirit, the item that's path to spirit, won't be behind that strength 2 block, because he's only missing the strength 2 to complete Spirit Temple, so it's not really bothering.
Well, strength 2 and hook shot, neither of which can be there.
Yeah, he's left the FW there, so I don't know. Just have to work with a troll hole here, but he's got Gore on Tunic, so he should be alright. He's working this pretty well, actually. Yeah. That was pretty good, actually. Give Zeph some credit, I might as well.
Wolf down for Zeph, so that's first required dungeon beaten for him. And a little bit of a slow seed on that front, given our high item requirement dungeons of the day.
Yeah, it's been a bit bitty. It hasn't really been lots of items all at once. It's kind of been slow. Crossing the wasteland, like Zeph was hiking across field as child and going up river twice. It's been kind of slow. Alright, Martin's going to check what some of these items are. He's going to see that this right-hand side one is a load of nothing. I'm assuming Martin's gonna scum this. Yeah, cool. So he's got his keys back, so that's fine. Now, surely we're going into Shadow. Surely we're seeing the Shadow Temple.
I sure someone goes there soon because we're running out of things to do. Yeah, for Martin, he's playing Prelude. Okay. And played the well, maybe? And Zeph gonna, yeah, maybe finish DC. Oh yeah, Zeph has recently found out that DC is Path of Twin River and hasn't been there yet. And he has been there. He has hover boots, so he's finishing bronze. He is doing. Did Zeph get the hovers and bail out of DC earlier? He has, because he has hovers marked, but not DC completion.
Yeah, maybe he. Did he skip out on completing all of DC? I can't.
Chat confirming, yes. Okay, thanks, Mel. Oh, Child Spirit for Martin, that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, Wayfaring Fox, Dins is in the Fire Pit boss. Key loot magic was, there's one on Midos, in Midos' house, the other's in the crater wall.
Yeah, mine's gone back child to do Child Spirit. Probably, you know, it's one of these things that you might need to do, so may as well go ahead and do it. But no Shadow. Still no Shadow.
Still no Shadow Temple.
Yeah, I would be disappointed to see the well here now, if he did decide to do that. Like, you have a progression dungeon to head into. And he did skip the well before, and I was kind of happy that he did that then. And yeah, he's playing Nocturne. This is too safe.
Hey, Salty Cracks, we are not looking for iron boots. We are looking for strength 2. We are looking for strength 2, a hookshot, and a boomerang. Remember, this is SGL settings. We need 3 stones in the Shadow Spirit meds. We hope we never need to go to Water Temple. This seems
I think somebody in chat needs to check the sometimes hints, though. I think somebody needs to use the sometimes hints command to check out the sometimes hints. So I think the sometimes hints are really interesting.
No keys on Child Side Spirits. But yeah, this is why we don't have a wolf pack today.
Oh, there we go, Salty Cracker. Thank you.
It's funny, Chuckles just updated that.
I saw there was 1 week, and he does it 30 times, so I thought I'd add more. Oh, Zeph's back in here now doing the rest of DC. This is... So, there was a bit of a chat in the main Discord about like, does routing exist? Like, what is routing? And I think we're seeing what routing is at the moment from these runners. This is like I'm just comparing this to how someone like Ecola or Mr. Mario would play, and I just think it's the routing's been a bit not as direct as I'd want to see from these runners in these settings. I refuse to say routing. The root in an alien species in Doctor Who? That must be when I stopped watching Doctor Who. I'm happy to say that I stopped watching Doctor Who after, or during the Matt Smith era. Okay, it's not Mido. Like, segue, come on. That's as wrong as saying Jabu or Bolero. Like, that's really wrong. Yeah, I don't get why neither runner is in Shadow. Like, there's nothing in the hint priority that's suggesting not to go, because Shadow's a stone. We have a bongo path.
Anything, sorry, oops, I made myself, I had forgotten about that. If anything, the hovers would indicate that to go Shadow Temple given their path.
Yes.
They both know DC's path to Twinrova, and the only thing in there was a pair of hover boots.
They're both like, surely we're missing out on something. Surely, like,
I'm a little confused by nobody. Absolutely no one is so much touching Shadow, yeah. It is Shot Goron City for both of them, but yeah, the strength is hookshot locked, but first hookshot is a fairly high chance of being in Shadow Temple, both because of density and because hovers are path for wasting the crossing, so at least one hookshot must be hovers locked.
I don't want to go to Goron Child City, but that's the city only inhabited by the Child Gorons. Can't see what the Big Goron item was because Big Goron is standing inside the animation of us picking it up, but I think it was a Deku nut.
Sound effect was junk, so yeah. Because there's different fanfares for different item types, so. And Deridium was our last slingshot. Thanks.
Somebody play Prelude, please. For the love of God.
I think they both will after getting their respective last check out of here.
No, Martin, go and do more child checks. There are more child checks, surely. Go and do child Lake Hylia. It's foolish, but oh yeah, more child checks. All right, we'll do more child checks. All right, okay. Oh, Zev's doing more child checks. There's more child checks to do. He's back here again. He's been here already. He's been in this dungeon.
I don't. He's going somewhere. Oh, he's getting the fairy fountain?
Oh my, Zev, are you actually kidding
no,
me? Like, this is actually ridiculous. Like, this is this is actually bad. Like, I don't care about being like unbiased or whatever, or being nice. It's just like this is not good. This is bad. This is so slow. This is so slow. Why are you here? Why? I don't understand it. Don't let me commentate. Don't let me interview these two afterwards, because this is like.
I'm fine. It's Chuckles who's having a whole time.
I am. Yeah. I forgot there were more child checks, because we've seen all the child checks, but they have not done all the child checks themselves.
Question about, is there anything left besides Shadow Temple? Not that not in logic, at least. They could go deep play around in logic, but I don't know why you would in this situation.
Oh yeah, let's go fire instead. No, yeah, Zeph's going adult, but he's gonna go fire. Watch this. He's gonna go fire, surely. Surely he won't be able to go to Shadow Temple. There's like a barrier. It's like barrier skip in Wind Waker. Like, they can't get into it. That's the problem. Nocturne. Oh, you know what we haven't done? 10 schools.
Yeah, nobody's done that yet. Good catch.
Okay, Zeph's going to open this door, and then he's going to go and collect 10 schools.
Yep, straight in he goes.
Thank goodness. If there is a hook shot in the first chest, I'm quitting. Somebody else can commentate. Like, somebody else can do it. Yeah, have either of them collected a single skull? Like,
not that I can remember off the top of my head, I'll be honest, now that we say that. Hey, Kirby fans, how fun is to see Ben? Well, we've been yelling at them to go to Shadow Temple for quite a while now. And Twin Robot Paths is kind of interesting from a logic perspective.
this isn't a big chest. No, don't be a hook shot.
Light arrows.
I was actually gonna leave. I was hovering over the disconnect button. I was. We were all ready. Hey, light arrows, we need them. It's fine. But where's that hook shot? Give us that juicy hook shot. Oh, I have 100% quit on... Well, talking of the man himself, Jimbo versus Schulze, I definitely gave up in that match. My goodness, that was awful. I gave up on... Actually, I gave up on Martin. I gave up on Martin versus Flea when they were playing for 4.5 hours. I went to get lunch. I got lunch. I came back. They were still racing. They were still there. And I think everybody also gave up on me when I left the bottom of the well keyrings in... No, I forgot I had the bottom of the well keyrings in my S7 Challenge Cup match versus Holologic. That was a sad day. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was bad. I was 40 minutes ahead. 40 minutes? How can you be 40 minutes ahead and lose?
Chuckles.
If this shadow has no checks in it, like, no, it's progression. You should be in here anyway. No, I'm not in. No, this is the right thing to do.
I would be very surprised if there's absolutely nothing in here. We've got so little left in the game.
Yeah, Cola, I did see that in your race time chat that you scummed away the first portion of the game, or whatever happened there.
Shadow boss key. And we are really not doing skulls this seed for these guys.
Yeah, Zeph's just like not picking that skull up. He was standing right underneath it, and he just wasn't doing it.
Yeah, and we're running really hard out of checks. We've got what, Shadow Crusher Room, Invisible Spike, 10 skulls. Did it ever do chickens?
Whoa. Yeah, they both did the well, but...
I think they both did.
Did they both do it at nighttime?
Yeah, I think they both did it with Dante, so... Oh yeah, true, only one check in Crusher Room, which isn't it, because... Right, Crusher Room. Logically requires a strength upgrade. No, Mel, not more fire. We don't have a logical strength upgrade. Our strength upgrade is hookshot locked. Where's our first hookshot is apparently the big question of the sea. Okay, apparently that's... Huh. Logical hookshot in Jabu?
Well, that's an item that we need to beat the game, so...
So... Huh, that I did not expect.
Yeah. That was supposed to be in Jabu. That wasn't supposed to be there.
So yeah, I think our boomerang's probably on 10 skulls. And these runners have been skipping skulls hard this season. Oh my goodness. Huh.
Yeah, or chickens. Like, I don't know if we haven't seen chickens yet.
Yeah. I hope these runners realize they need to go find a boomerang.
Okay, well, the progression is done.
They need to go do like the 2 checks available in. Oh, you know the other thing we haven't done. That's available. That's in logic. Is big
Ooh.
pose.
Big pose? Yeah. Shout. I like that.
Zeph, I'm not sure what you're hoping to get out of Fire Temple, but it cannot be your first hook shot, and it can't be your first strength upgrade either.
Yeah, he's going fire. Alright.
Well, he could find logical long shot or an out, or I guess technically strength 2 in here, but Martin, I think, is having a think about what's left in the game, and Zeph realized, I think. Good.
Zeph's gone. Yeah, Zeph's thinking no. Yeah, he's.
They are both. Yeah, that's child slave. It looks like.
They both play Bolero and like decide not to. That's pretty funny. I like that.
Look, it looks like that's a. Actually, it looks like this is big pose for Martin.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we can do Deku Tree. Zeph is going to go mode it because I think he's realized logically that his strength 2 and first hookshot can't be in Deku, and his boomerang is obviously not in there. So go moding Deku is in fact makes sense.
Iron is picking up a
realized
skull.
he might need to get skulls.
Yeah. Oh, that's his first. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Wow.
They are both going to feel extremely bad if it's 10 skulls.
This is the round of 16 match of Speedgaming Live 2025 online, where the winner of this match wins actual money. This demonstrates that anybody could play this game, even a
Oh my goodness, guys. Really.
I was going to say even a chimp can play this game, and then I realised that would be harsh on chimp.
Oh my goodness. Oh, looks like Martin didn't do Dumpy earlier.
Yes, neither runner wants to play Mario. It's not you, Mario, it's your Wii. Don't worry.
Martin Mario is an all-time classic matchup.
That is true. That is very true.
Yeah, Martin's going to pick up 6 skulls here. Yeah. Can't get
That's a big chest,
outside
Seth.
check.
That's a big chest, Seth.
And choose.
God, at least when I got slammed by Volk in this bracket match, at least it wasn't restreamed. These two are. This is on. People are watching you guys. Yeah.
Very good question.
Oh, he's picking up this one. How many's gonna be on?
He has
one
ticket.
One. We're 1 hour and 36 minutes into the seed, and collectively we have 2 tokens.
Okay, a bit more than that now. Martin got a couple in.
Okay.
I did say comment on how Zeph skipped straight past the skull in his face in in Shadow earlier on the Invisible Blades Rim, Martin getting 7 skulls. I think he'll get his last 3 out of Deku. Hey, guys.
Yeah, I just say they avoided that, but they didn't have a hook shot, so they would have to, you know, spend 10 seconds picking up the skull. So that would have been way too much time to pick that up. So.
Alright, true.
According to these
Yeah,
runners.
it's not that bad because they had I think with boss kills in that room, so they can just jump right off the chest.
Oh yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm being slightly sarcastic. It was extremely easy to pick it up, but just a little bit harder than what it would have been. Yeah. All right. Martin also headed into the Deku tree, or as Segway would call it, the Deku tree, probably.
And this is getting a. This is getting. You know, the scene's gone weird when you're getting bugs for 10 skulls. Not 20, not 30, not 40, and not 50. 10.
But it's also the
normally for
dumping
10
of the blue
skulls,
fire.
You just get the skulls on the way. You don't get the. You don't get the bug skulls for 10 normally.
This is pretty fun. This is fun. At least this is fun. It's fun, right? It's not good. But it's fun. And Zeph's having a great time. He has the slingshot. Zeph has the slingshot, and he isn't doing Goma properly. What is happening? Like, what is going on? Like, seriously? Like, this person is considered a top 16 runner in this tournament. Like, a child can beat this boss quicker than this. Like,
I mean, Martin didn't need to get the skull, that bug skull, but he could get. Well, I guess Martin may be planning to go though, Deku. I don't know. Oh, go on Goma, funny game.
oh yeah, but those
Martin
mini
will have
games
10
are trash.
skulls here. Huh? Martin isn't doing Deku right now? He's right here.
No, because there are schools to collect in Deku, and Martin's making it difficult for himself. So even if you're deciding to skip the checks in Deku, you still need to beat Deku. You still need to like do. You're gonna walk past 2 schools beating the dungeon, like. Martin is not happy. He is really not happy here. This is people shield flick when they're annoyed, but this is just standing still, like shield flicking. Like this is watching the time of day. Like it's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Zeph picked up the mirror shield
had to pick
again.
up the mirror shield again.
That's the 3rd time we picked up the mirror shield today. Why did I play against Volk? Why did that happen? Why? Like, where was this draw? Like what? Like incredible.
Yeah, you know it's Hyrule Castle Tree School in an hour and 41 minutes.
Yeah, that's a good school. That's a good school to collect. If I was to collect a Sculptula, that would be on my list of the Sculptulas to collect. That's fine.
It's also how late it
It's
is.
not even 10 skulls. It's not even 10 skulls. It's not even that. Like. going on?
This is a seed, everyone. Or rather, these are certain ways of routing this seed. And no, it's not chickens.
What?
Toes?
This is great because I was berating them for not doing child checks before, and they're back doing child checks. Like this, they weren't out of child checks. They were child for half an hour, doing more child checks, and they didn't do enough child checks. And it's not even the child checks. It's not even the child checks they didn't do. It's an adult check that they probably skipped. Like,
I'm thinking big toes. But Martin isn't going there. I'm not sure where he's going, but not there.
oh, we're back in shadow. We're back in the shadow temple.
Where's he going?
He's equip swapping. Equip swapping the boomerang.
Oh no, his is still in GTG. What does Martin think he can get out of GTG that's not hookshot locked?
He's picking up the third slingshot. Zaf's gonna get hit by that Texite again!
Maybe HBA, true, yeah, that would make sense for Martin, because he didn't have a bow first time.
Yeah. Yeah, he was here with the bow and then didn't do HBA, yeah, okay. Look, the horse is still here. The horse hasn't moved. The horse has been chilling there since 20 minutes in.
He can go do HBA and then ride her off to go get Big Foot. Oh my goodness, guys. We've done Wasteland, we've done Colossus. I really hope they didn't mispeak something. I know I'm really bad at it, but they had better be they should hopefully be better at it than I am.
No, it's got to be Big Pose. It's got to be Big Pose. And then after they do Big Pose, we can watch them complete 3 dungeons after this. Star, what's the longest a seed's been so far? You have the details on
just
that, right?
sub 3, yeah. Just sub 3. I think Martin was in that race too.
Oh, shut! This isn't good. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, scrolling through the results, able to double check my memory. Yeah, Martin beat Alex in 2 hours 56 minutes and 8 seconds was the longest time so far.
Yeah, I got a feeling Martin's going to be in the. Going to be top two for longest seeds so far.
We are at Narrow 45, we've still got half of Shadow, all of Spirit, and Jabu to do, and Deku for Martin because he left that behind.
You commentated an RSL seed recently, and you probably wanted a short SGL seed to but no, you're here probably for the length of time of an RSL seed, so.
It looks like Martin's going to go do Wasteland because he didn't have a fire source for his trip.
Right, fair. It's gotta be, it's gotta be Big Pose. It's gotta be. Virgil's back, by the way. Virgil was out, but Virgil's back now. He's actually going into Fire Temple. He's going into Fire Temple. He was in Fire Temple. He was climbing Fire Temple. He skipped Fire Temple, and now he's not going back into Fire Temple. Like this.
I'm really confused. Zeph, you know your boomerang can't be here.
He's probably just forgot that the Big Pose exists. Honestly, I think that might be it at this point. The routine's been not very traditional, and so I think he might have just forgot that Big Pose exists.
Maybe Martin is having a think himself. But yeah, Zeph could technically find Strength 2 or Long Shot in here, but Boomerang can't be here, First Hook Shot cannot be here.
I don't know if Cola's calling me out for searching for Hook 1 in Forest, but you lost to me, so you can't laugh. There's a big chest. There's a big chest.
I mean, there's a lot of other things we're missing. We're still missing a bomb bag, we're missing our last bow, we're missing a wallet, both scales. Our iron boots are somewhere in the seed.
Yeah. Claim check, yeah. Zephyr's, that's it. Zeph's gone. He's off the blocks. He's gonna have to climb back up and do this again.
Yeah, this is big post for Martin, who has correctly read the logic that we think that this is about the only thing left in the game for our boomerang. Boomerang, or I guess hookshot or something like that.
I actually think it makes more sense that it's the hook. Like, the hookshot just unlocks more, right? Or is it boomerang for hookshot in Jabu? Or I don't know, actually. Like, big chest here as well.
Hey, out of logic hookshot right now, huh? Could be another strength in on big pose. And answer is boomerang. Yeah, that checks.
Okay, that's the boomerang. Okay, so that's the boomerang. Something is in Jabu. That's Path to Goma. That's probably
be strength.
What?
Might be our first logical strength upgrade at this point for this hookshot, or the other strength in GTG.
Yeah, because we have the strength in GTG was just hook locked. So yeah, so.
And our shortcut is
what? Outrageous! That is outrageous. Like, we don't even need that shot.
That's strength 1 in job. That's strength 1 in Jabu, then in logical strength 2 in GTG.
Yeah.
Zeph should leave. He's missing a boomerang. He's missing a strength upgrade, and neither boomerang nor logical strength 1 can be in here.
Yeah. He's he's broken the logic, and now. He came in here looking for items out of logic. He's found those items out of logic.
Okay,
right, he's leaving. Now there can't even be out of logic items in here. There's just like he's checking his medallions. It's an hour and 50 in. He's checking the medallions. That better not be the first time he's checked the medallions. Yeah, you've got to beat some dungeons, Zeph. You got to go and find the items to beat your dungeons. Right, go and do that. All right, hun, off you go.
He did he did check his medallions earlier. I think this is him finally going for big pose.
Oh, I am so inserting clips from this race into the next podcast episode, and like just letting that podcast episode just be reliving this episode, this commentating and this restream, because yeah, this is enough. This is content enough to live this again. Like.
Yeah, we've done every other check in Jabu. Baronade is going to be our strength 1.
Okay, he didn't forget the big pose. He decided to do out of logic check looking for items before doing the in logic checks looking for items.
This scene is a very good example of why you definitely want to keep track of a scene's logic, because it matters as Zeph picks up that boomerang finally.
Tracker eating the input. Classic.
Well, what's new?
So Martin's gonna pick up this strength, and then he has to deduce that the strength is going to lead him to the hook shot. He has to make a decision to go into Fire Temple at some point.
I mean, he knows that there's only so many places that strength gets him, logically.
Yeah, he's gonna have the strength too to dip into Spirit Temple.
But he knows strength 2 is is hookshot lock.
Well, you know what? I don't know anything at this point. I don't know what the runners are thinking to this degree.
Or
but yes, that would be the.
if he remembers that the strength in GTG is hookshot lock, which isn't terribly hard. It was on Wolfo's chest. But he has been keeping track of logic so far, at least somewhat. So I would hope because he's managed to completely avoid Fire Temple so far, knowing it's out.
That is true. Yeah, you are right there. But I think Zeph Zeph knew about the logic because he left Fire. He's already left Fire Temple twice, and then went back a third time.
And no, Cola, we don't have progressive shields on the tracker. We got rid of those 5 years ago.
There were progressive shields on the tracker?
Yeah, so when I became a SGL admin back in 2020 for OTR, I was the first. At the time, the people organizing it were SG staff who did not know and still don't know OTR all that well. And a member of the team with very little organization experience. There's a lot more I can say on that front, but I'll spare you the rambling because it's not the place for it. Yeah, SGL 2020, aside from SGL 2019, which was fully in person and kind of weird anyway, I believe the last thing OTR related that had been on Speedgaming before SGL 2020 was some glitched logic tournament of some sort, some glitched logic something or another before that.
Oh.
So the tracker layout was very weird and made by someone who did not know OTR apparently, because there were things like, yes, progressive shields on there, because ALTDPR does have progressive shields.
Mine is slashing Baronade with the Kakiri sword.
I've kind of forgotten what else was weird about it, but I think I had to yell at them to add Serenade and Prelude onto the tracker or something.
I remember the ordering of the songs was really weird at one point. Like the songs were like Storms was like in the middle of the top row or something like that.
Yeah, there was a lot of strangeness. I basically sent them a bulleted list of one of the SG staff at that. This was before I became the admin. This is one of the things that led to me becoming the admin, was me just looking at SGL 2020, noticing it was a little bit of a mess, and DMing the SG staff and going, hey, I'm an active member of the community, I organize a few things, and, here's a few things that you could maybe fix.
Yeah, have the job.
Including a bulleted list of things to fix with the tracker. Well, yes, the SG tracker is also just a piece of software that exists, but I'm referring to the tracker layout specifically. I think it also had everything from, like, Pocket Cuckoo on there, too.
Oh, yeah, cool. Alright. Yeah, I do remember
and
also we needed...
like, please ditch that, because we'd by that point moved to prescription and onwards for standards. So I was like, please get rid of that. Progressive shield is not a thing. Please get rid of that. You need... I think the acronyms for the songs were kind of weird, too. I don't remember what the spellings were, but there were some weird ones on there. And I was just like, what even is some of this? I've kind of I've long forgotten which staff member I DM'd about the tracker, so I probably can't track down the itemized list I wrote them all way back when. But yeah, it's been interesting. I've seen a lot of it. I've seen a lot as an SGL admin over the years.
Yeah. So Virgil's like good kind of point that Zeph's going to be in go mode after picking up this strength 2. So after all that time of shouting and screaming, we will be completing Shadow Temple, completing Spirit Temple, and Jabu will be done. So I think considering Martin still needs to do Deku and still go pick up a hook shot in the middle of Fire Temple.
Yeah, Zeph is definitely ahead here. Sorry, we got a little sidetracked by discussions.
I guess we've kind of known that since we knew that the strength was gonna be here. So
yeah.
yeah, that the hooks are in fire has been nice for Zeph. They were good items to find. They could have been could have been in Spirit Temple potentially behind the Strength 2.
No, it couldn't have been in Spirit because Strength 2 is hookshot locked.
Oh yeah. Probably couldn't have been much else though. Like
no, there's still nothing much left that's not hookshot locked.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think of where else it could have been, but yeah. Oh yeah, good point. We only needed one, I guess, to complete the game, and so the other one could have been there. Yeah, that both was in there, was pretty good. I wonder if Martin will think about looking for Strength 1 lock stuff first before going into Spirit Temple. Goes back to GTG. What with this? Well, it's still hookshot luck though. That area is still
I was going to say,
behind
though,
one
I think
hookshot.
Martin has to go fire after Deku because that's the only place left for this hookshot logically, just about.
Yeah, well, maybe yeah for the looking for the long shot. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like if you're going to do something like that out of logic, you would surely do Spirit Temple first.
Yeah, I'd do Spirit before GTG if I was going to try that.
Yeah, but that is where his FW is. Yeah. Yeah, in any case, we're just going to be looking at Zeph do the back end of this Shadow Temple and then go mode Spirit Temple, and then has the light arrows, so you don't need to worry about that, and beat the seed.
And big chest here is... Hey, climb check, funny.
This is Requiem, so this looks like a spirit dip.
Seems like it, yeah, hoping for long shot in here.
Zeph just skipping the big chest knowing that he's in go mode.
And yeah, we do need to go to the back. We do not have all of our keys because Shadow can't be that nice.
So this is our first look inside Adult Spirit.
It is. I just noticed looking at it over at the note, the restream notes sheet that one of our trackers wrote, note from tracker, I hate this scene!
Ah. That has also reminded me that this still exists. Oh no, it doesn't! Somebody removed it! No!
Sorry, yeah, I trimmed that back off just to keep it from being too wordy. Okay, that's good for Martin. He got hookshot locked out of Spirit Temple, and the only key is on Compass Chest, so he's going to fire.
Yeah.
A little too late to now, but at least it's something at least. And we are on Bongo here for Zeph. So this will be 2:25-ish finish time for Zeph.
Yeah, somehow it's actually not going to be as long as I thought it was going to be. I think finding those hook shots helped.
Yeah, I guess everything is too. Like the forest being undercard definitely helps. Never had to touch water. We only ended up doing a third of Fire Temple.
It's definitely understandable how the guys left Boomerang on Big Pose for a long time, because that is a check that is so often left until last. It's just been the way that they got there, like just the decision making to in between picking up that Boomerang last was difficult. It was difficult to watch.
Yeah. Off to Adult Spirit for Zeph.
Yeah, it's going to be the and I said like earlier on in the scene, like, oh, there'll be the rest of Fire eventually to do at some point, and here we are on the rest of Fire.
Yep.
He won't even get to know that the long shot is there. Well, unless he watches this back, and he'll find out.
Yeah, if he interviews, we can let him know that as well.
Oh, look at segue with the maths jokes. Yeah, Zeph showing off some nice moves at last. couldn't beat Goma with a slingshot, but doing some swag collecting these silver rupees. Yeah, Martin having that FW in GTG just means he has to come through the entrance of Shadow again.
Yeah. Not super slow, but it does take a bit of time, and though it's not going to itself make the difference. I think, kind of thinking back on the seed, I mean, they've, between them, largely done much of the same checks. I think Zeph's just been able to do them a little bit more efficiently, particularly I think the early bow helped for Zeph.
Yeah, the early on not crossing at the wasteland by doing ice gave Zeph an early time save against Martin's route, which was just luck, just by having the items to do ice before crossing the wasteland. So that was there. I think Martin's gone back to G2G a couple of times, like not having the bow and stuff like that hasn't helped there. Yeah, and just usage of FW has kind of been a little bit important as well. Yeah, it's been a mixed bag. I mean, the whole thing's been a routing nightmare.
These two are not winning any awards for God routing a seed. The seed, that's for sure.
They're keeping us entertained. That's the good thing. The good thing is that we are you not entertained? We are entertained.
Yeah, we are on a 15-minute delay, so I'm also just keeping an eye on race room.
Fair, yeah. Yeah, it does mean Zeph gets the honor of playing Mr. Mario next, so you know, good luck to Mario. You're gonna need it, bro.
Yep. And I don't know why the bot thinks that's our bracket. It's not. This is the challenge.
Oh yeah, just put speedgaming.org/note. Thank you.
I think that's just a standard thing for the SGL tournaments. It's not correct.
I think we got one more round of 16 match after this.
Nope, we're done.
And one more that was ongoing whilst this match was going on.
No, this is the last. The other ones, there was Alexis Bro started an hour before these guys, and they did not have a 3-hour disaster seed. Spoilers.
Oh.
So they're done.
Cool.
Well,
cool.
the results, but I can say that they did not somehow utterly dingus brain absolutely everything can take 3.5 hours on their seed, so this is the final round of 16 match to finish.
Yeah, I think looking at the round of 16 matchups and the winners of those, I think the only one I would have said was a surprise was Retro beating Flea yesterday. I would have had Flea to win that, but yeah, well played from Retro. Definitely has the ability to win seeds. A very good player, so was able.
A lot of good matchups here. As mentioned, Zeph is going to move on to face Mr. Mario. We've also got Cola Seze, the winner of Alexis Pro, will face Volt, and Nexo Metropolis. So some pretty good matchups here. We obviously run on a fairly tight timeline, given that it is SGL. So today was the last day for a round of 16 matchups. They have quarterfinals run from tomorrow through the 9th, and that is going to be best of 1, and then semifinals and finals will be best of 3.
Okay, so still some ocarina of time to come here on Speedgaming, so still lots of matches to happen.
rough timeline is going to be brackets going through the end of the month, and then we get a bit of a break until SGL in person, which will be October 23rd through 26th in Herndon, Virginia, just outside Washington, D.C. Registration is still open if anyone's interested in coming and has time available. We do have spots open still for the tournament, and you can find out more information about that in the SGL OOTR Discord, which I will go post a link to in chat.
At the moment, I just don't think Zeph has any appreciation of our time dying to the Iron Knuckle there, even though he just picked up the big Goron sword. So, cheers, Zeph.
We currently have 24 people signed up for it in person.
Yeah, 24 would be a good number. But yeah, hopefully hit that 32 mark would be really cool for the tournament.
Yeah. We did preemptively implement a 32-player registration cap just because the numbers and logistics get really kind of screwy, really, once you get to 33, 34 people. Might not hit it, but just in case. We did 5-person groups at SGL OOTR in person a couple of years ago, and we managed it, but it's not ideal given how big a game OOTR is and how many matches need to be played, so we'd rather not do that to people again.
Yeah, absolutely makes sense.
Yeah, currently sitting at 24. There's a couple people I think who are likely to sign up who haven't quite yet gotten theirs in. Hoping to end up at least at like 29 or 30, because it's easier because rounding up to 32 is easier than isn't too bad, but 1 or 2 3-person groups could be worse, but we'll see.
Yeah, not long now.
A few weeks to go. Tournament organization is that, like for online tournaments, the problem is having too many people and having to pare it down sometimes, and you've got the flexibility. Yeah. In person, you only have 4 days. If you don't finish it, everyone's going home. So, you're doing it in 4 days. So it's plus you get weird numbers. And you kind of have to work with what you get, so you can get some kind of odd logistics at times, depending on what kind of weird number you get stuck with, and little time to do it in.
I like that. 4 days to do a group phase and a bracket phase, and for the online tournament we have 4 days to do 1 round of brackets.
Well, that's because for online, you know, we're working around people's regular lives. For in person, you are at the hotel. That is your main thing for those 4 days.
Yeah. Okay, this is the last dungeon boss for Zeph, so he'll be heading towards Ganon's after this.
Trinova down for Zeph.
Yeah, mine is in Spirit Temple as well. Like he's
Yeah, he's not that far behind. The deaths of the Iron Knuckles did not help Zeph all that much.
yeah, he's catching up. Like these two big chests here, and like getting the big Goron sword's nice though. Yeah, at least Zeph has all his hearts for this double Knuckles fight and double defense. So I would be really surprised if he died here. Then just take his Zuta license off of him. Like you just.
Here's that Spirit Boss key for Martin.
Super Metroid Randomizer happening on Speedgaming 2. I'm actually playing Super Metroid for the first time at the moment. It's a pretty good game.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of things going on the Speed Gaming network. So Speed Gaming does restream a wide variety of games. Our restream yesterday was following up on the tales of a Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer tournament match. We've got a bunch of like the past randomizer things, Super Metroid, Super Mario. We've got this Super Mario Odyssey Triple Bingo match following up right after this at 6:30 Eastern. There's Chrono Trigger, Mega Man stuff, all kinds of things. So SG does mostly focus on SNES and NES era games. OOTR is actually one of the newest games SG features.
Was the pod racing? Was it the console version or was it the Game Boy version?
Console.
We all know the Game Boy version's better right now.
I can't comment.
Mel made me play the Game Boy version on my stream one day. It was a time.
It's a game that exists. Yeah, but yeah, I was advising, because there's going to be a Skyward Sword Randomizer side tournament at SGL in person this year. I was advising the admin for that on some of the logistics behind in person, since there's some special considerations for in-person tournaments.
Yeah.
And one of the things I told her was that, yeah, SSR is going to be the newest game at SGL. And the only game from after 2010, SS was released in 2011, and one of only 3 games released after 2000. The other 2 being Majora's Mask, which barely qualifies on that front, and Wind Waker.
yeah. That, like, do people really think Majora's Mask is a 2000s game? It's kind of crazy that anything from the N64, like after 2000s, like that's clearly a 90s console for me.
It is nice that it's nice that they have the opportunity to have the new Zeldas at SGL.
I can't believe Zeph doesn't have the magic to hit Ganondorf again. Like, this is embarrassing. This is just. This has got to be up there in like worst matches I've watched, and I'm so happy this is over. He's got he's got no bombs. He's got no nuts. I was actually even going to say, I really hope Zeph doesn't. He doesn't have enough magic, but he's got the big Goron sword, so he should be fine. Like, yeah.
And Minerva phase 2 for Martin. Then for Martin, only basically again he's down behind, so not too bad all things considered, after everything that happened this scene.
Yeah, Martin's going to be heading towards tower. I always think, like, if you're in tower when you lose, like, it's close. Like, I consider that a close match. And in fairness, this is a close result. The problem is that if this was a qualifier, somebody would have been done 40 minutes ago.
Oh, absolutely. Somebody does not hard last location big feathers. There we are. GG's to Zeph 224-28.
Can you believe Zeph just won money after winning this race? That's an achievement. No.
And we are joined by Zeph and here for an interview. GG's.
Yo, not GG's.
Sorry, yeah.
That off the rip.
This was a race that happened. I'm sorry for laughing.
You know, I will say, in my defense, this is not my normal setup. That is my excuse.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. All right.
So, yeah, that's totally my excuse.
I actually don't think that, like, you did the Silver Rupee collection in Adult Spirit fine. So I actually don't think it's got anything to do with your setup. I think
No.
That was fine. I do. There are questions that I have, but I think I'll keep them internal because, like, inside myself, because I think, like, that would be too mean to say what I actually want to say out loud during this. But
just back. We said a fair bit of it laughing at you guys.
Do you know what rooting is? Like, do you understand? Like,
yeah, when am I ever going to do Big Pose?
No, and honestly, like, big pose being the last, like, being like the check that you kind of last locationed is. Like that's actually fine. That's like I completely understand. That's a trashy check. But I think my favorite bit was when you did all of the child checks when you could have been in progression Shadow Temple, but you did all the child checks, and then you went to progression Shadow, and then you did more of the child checks. There were more child checks. I didn't know there were child checks. I wasn't
gonna find a logical strength.
No, you weren't, because
or
you were looking
or the
at the wrong
boomerang.
places. You were in the fire temple at one point, looking for the logical whatever item you wanted. But
well, yeah, that was out of logic, and then I got the hook shot and the long shot, and I'm like, okay, I'm so confused.
That was so good. It was. It's been a roller coaster. Like the whole kind of this scene was like really in like with the hints and there being
the hints were really interesting.
The triple twin robot path was definitely a
Well, it's like,
Surprise.
okay, so you know that there's no, like, you know that hammer is required for all of your stone dungeons because there's no Volv path. And the Jabu path, and then going to check the Rang chest, and there's nothing there. You're like, oh, okay, so Rang is required for Deku. So, like, we're not going to get
made sense
a Baronade
because
path.
we'd already had all 3 robot paths by that point, so we knew that it shouldn't be rank chest. Because Rang would have.
Oh, I don't.
You might not. I'm not sure if you had.
I don't know if I had the
paths by then.
DC path to Twin Robot yet.
that
I'm
You
not
did
sure.
because
in
it was
fact,
it was
so you
outside
can-
Jabu.
Oh,
yeah,
was
so
it?
You might not.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, that was the only copy we saw was outside Jabu.
Yeah.
But yeah, we knew by then that I think you might have checked that hint a bit later, though I forget when exactly you got
I did that
SF.
when I did Ice, so I would have went into Jabu first.
Yeah, so you got that later, but yeah, we knew it could at that point. It couldn't be rank chest. We were surprised by that Case Sword and Shadow because of the Jabu path.
Yeah, and then I'm like, okay, Case Sword
like-
is Strength 1
Yeah.
locked as well.
Yep, Case Sword Strength 1 lock. The Strength in GTG is Hookshot lock. So
I'm like, where the heck is all the actual logical stuff? Like,
yeah, that was.
and then
like,
finding both
bit-
Hookshots Strength 1 locked. I'm like, what is going on? And then I thought that Big
but when we
Pose
saw
would be.
that, we knew that it had to be like. I think at that point we're down to like 10 skulls. Big Pose. You guys had no skulls before you started last rotation.
Okay, well, I'm glad that Martin did the same thing then.
Like you guys will walk past all the skulls in Shadow. You got the Hyrule Castle tree skull. Martin went and actually did a couple bottle skull.
Yeah.
You know a scene is going when you're doing bottle skulls for 10.
It felt like really interesting when you get the hover boots out of DC, and like, I think the biggest mistake is actually going to Ice out of logic, because I could have just went and checked Big Pose on the way to like GTG and then cross and get CL logically, like in the confines of the logic of the game. And because I also knew the Mirror Shield was in Open Grotto because I scummed it away for the time of day checks. So I think, like, obviously hindsight 2020, it would have made more sense to check Big Pose and then get the Mirror Shield and then cross. But then like Valley's barren, Lake's barren, so like all these checks you're running by, and I've already done all of Field. Like, it didn't really make much sense. And
no, I think your play at that point was ideal. I think because
I'm like trying to like convince myself that going forward would have been better.
No, you're right. The places were Foolish Valley and Lake. Like, Martin went to GTG a lot sooner than you did. He didn't go up river to start off with, so he didn't have a bow. So he kind of did a very quick adult one, child one, and then was kind of in DC very early. When you were basically doing South Field, he was in DC, and I was like, Martin's the play that this is the kind of the play that you should be doing. Like, you go into DC rather than walking across field as child. But then he didn't have a way of doing ice. So he went to GTG and kind of did everything forward, but then you had a way of doing ice, and you picked Requiem. It allowed you to go into Fountain. There could have been other stuff in ice as well, rather than doing GTG for 2 checks without a bow and hookshot, basically, and then walking across the desert. I think that was probably what won you the seed, really, was picking up Requiem and not crossing. You're probably the time distance between you, because he's climbing up tower at the moment. That is probably the time difference between you two.
Interesting to think that too, like, because like now I'm like, oh, that was the wrong play, but how this race played out with like what Martin decided to do, it ended up being, probably the correct play.
Yeah, I think
I think if I didn't do field, then like going forward makes sense to GTG, but yeah,
it was
like,
your third time going up river at that point as well. It was it's like the dastardly thing about doing river first. It's like then you went river as child, and then you went river as adult again. It's like it's always going up river.
I knew as soon as I had to go up river like 3 times, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get I'm gonna get a talking to about early river.
No, like I actually.
But I also think I should have played the Bean and River.
Oh, true. Yeah, well, that's like making you think that you're going to have to go back there when you could like skip it if you had a scale or iron boots kind of thing.
Yeah.
I actually think the river play, after you got those foolish hints, you got no Lost Woods, no Valley, no Lake. Basically, your child 1 is Market London Ranch, get the SFM song. There's nothing else really there. So actually, I thought going up river was... I don't know whether you were going to do it anyway or if it was based on those foolish hints, but I think once you got those hints, I was like, yeah, river actually sounds like a good play here. Like, really elongate this adult 1. Try and do as much as you can as possible. I thought you might go up DMT in your adult 1 because you were by the bazaar, but then you kind of left, and I was like, okay, fine. Go and do child, which is reasonable to pick up the songs and then kind of evaluate what you want to do. That middle section when like you weren't, none of you were going to Shadow Temple, and I was just like, we were confused. There was a lot of child going on. You both went Child Goron City, and I was just like, guys, come on, do your progression dungeon. Like, I know you're going to get stuck halfway, but for God, like, come on. Like, what is going on here? It just felt it felt really slow. It felt like you both play the seed in a very safe, very slow way that wasn't even helpful because you still last location the item like somebody who played aggressively would have done it as well. It was like Martin was going in the well when he could have gone shadow. I'm like, why are you in the well? Like, why are you here? Why are you here? Why? Like, I was kind of like praising Martin early on because he avoided the side dungeon and was started like, he was like, right, I'm going to go pick up Requiem. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to target the way of the heroes. And I was like, right, I feel like this is the way you should play SGL. And then it got really slow. It got really sluggish, and it felt really difficult to watch. And then I think an actual 4-year-old could have beaten Goma quicker than you with the slingshot.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. Like, I'm sorry for the language, but I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to me for the end of this seed. Like, at that point, I was just so convinced I lost.
Yeah, you would be. Yeah.
That like it just like I couldn't play. And then I get like the 1 cycle on Bongo, and then I get like the Spirit Silver Rupee swag strat, and I'm like, what is wrong with me?
And then you died to the Iron Knuckle.
And I died to the Iron Knuckle. I got double hits when I have double defense.
Yeah, it was. You know what? You lost a lot of time, and like Martin was very far behind you, and we were praising Martin on his execution actually being quite solid. And then in the doing hook shotless GTG, he failed to get the jump on the Silver Rupee twice, and I was like, oh my God, we're just praising him on his execution. You know, he can't jump into a rupee now. But Martin played solidly execution. He caught up to you quite a lot in that last segment of the game.
Oh, for sure. I was like, as soon as I got into Ganon's, I'm like, okay, like I don't feel like I deserve to win because of how I've played, like, and the fact that I last location, and then like, you know, my Spirit Temple nonsense, and then like the climb, like I almost died to the Iron Knuckles in the climb again, and it's like, okay, like my entire, and then I don't 1 cycle Ganondorf with Big Goron. I don't magic, and I didn't have enough magic. I didn't even notice that until like I went.
I'm really annoyed because I did notice it and I didn't say it, and then because I was like, he's not gonna like, I'm not.
He's not gonna fail the 1 cycle with Big Goron sword. Like, it's only 1 that he has to time. It's fine.
I was like, it was worthless me even saying it, but it happened, you know. But
like the entire like climb and Ganon, I'm like, okay, I don't deserve to win. I deserve to get sniped. Like, I've lost so much time in the last 15 minutes of this seed that, like, you know.
I think if I was to give, like, I'd say some advice, you're going further in this tournament than I am. But I feel like you've got a lot of what I do, which is almost like overthinking what you're doing and like trying to do too much with it. And I think you just need to be a lot more straightforward. I think you just need to be like, this is my progression, this is my way of the hero. Let's just do it. Let's just go for it.
Yeah.
You got the bomb bag and then you went south Hyrule Field, and I was just kind of like, you've got the horse and opponent like with adult, and you're doing this. Like, Lake and Valley is foolish. Where are you going? Like, where are you heading at the moment? Like,
I just think sometimes I try to like do too much because like I was gonna do bottom of the well. Like, that was my whole idea. Like, I'll do it without CL. Like, I can peek 2 chests, and then luckily there was a dead hand hint, so I knew I didn't have to go back to bottom of the well. But my idea was, I'm gonna do bottom of the well with the bomb bag after I get like the songs, and then I'm like, oh, but my time of day from doing river early might make it so that I could do South Field and pass it to be nighttime for Dampe, and then also get like Richard and Lens game done, because we don't have Suns. I don't know where Suns is.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I felt like it was like a good heads up play to do to be safe for those checks, but in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't really worth it because like, I have to scum the mirror shield. And
because you're just scumming the items anyway. Because
it's like okay, like I'm kind of doing it for the info, but also if it's like a really major item, like what if it was a hook shot? Then it's like, okay, like that, then I have to keep that because if I don't have a hook shot, like that's kind of major. A mirror shield, I was like, that's fine.
Yeah.
But then you kind of like orphan that off of like, when are you going to go back and get that? And that's time wasted to have to go and get it again. And like, I don't know. It kind of feels a bit like hindsight, like, oh, like the Dampe digging and night market checks weren't anything, so it was kind of pointless. But like in a seed where, that's like the seed yesterday with Mario and Ikola Dins on Lens game, like that won Mario the game. So it's kind of, that might have influenced me a little bit.
I mean, Mel even said that when you were doing the Lens game. It was like Mel even said like, oh, like it's the Mario effect. But I did the same thing in my match versus Volk, like trying to piss around with time of day to get Dampe and School Mask and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and I think in the end it's just not worth it.
Well, especially with seeds that are as fast as SGL, and like I had a decent amount of info at that point already. So like, doing a non-required medallion in DC, like that's still really good because that's density. That's good checks.
And the bomb bag in Kakiri Forest is path as well. So
yeah. Well, I was thinking the magic could have also still been the path, but then when I saw the magic in Crater, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah. But yeah, I do agree that I think with SGL settings, you should be probably a bit more direct with like the path hints that you have and doing progression. I don't know why I didn't do Shadow. I was just like, that one I can't even explain.
Because I was saying
before going into Shadow the first time. Like, I don't know why I didn't go in there the first time, because like all of it would have been in logic up until the Silver Rupee room, and then like I can't go past here because I don't have hook shot. And even if I did get the hook shot from fire, like it still makes sense to go and beat Shadow, and like you could get an out of logic strength in there potentially. Like,
yeah. I said when you entered, like, if there's a hook shot in the first chest, I'm just gonna leave. And it was a big chest. And I was like, no way. Like, and fortunately, it was the light arrow. So yeah.
But yeah, I just have to hope that I don't play like that against Mario.
Yeah, Mario, the next opponent in the quarterfinal. So we'll look forward to you guys playing in that over the weekend.
Yeah, I don't know when we'll be able to play. I'll have to talk to him because I am gone this weekend, but we'll see. We'll figure it out.
You guys have until the 9th is our approximate timeline, so that's next Tuesday.
Okay. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. GG's and good luck on that.
Thank you. Thanks for the restream. Always appreciate being able to make a fool of myself.
Yeah, live in front of the tens of audience. So
yeah. I can't wait to watch this back and just feel shame.
Just have a beer. Just have a beer.
But yeah, GG's here. Thanks again for letting us put you on restream as well. So shout outs again to our runners here, Zep and Martin. Thanks to Chuckles for joining me on comms, and to Virgil and Baseball for doing the tracking.
Yeah,
see here,
thank you, See You Star, as well.
Always a pleasure. Coming up here on the schedule, this is it for us tonight. For OOTR, there is a Super Mario Odyssey triple bingo match coming up in about half an hour, along with various other not OOTR things on the Speedgaming channels, because they do restream. They've probably got about a dozen tournaments going on right now of all sorts of games, so you can keep. If you want to check out something different, you can certainly find that around here. But for OOTR specifically, we do have our first quarterfinals match is scheduled for tomorrow. That at 2 p.m. Eastern, that'll be Seize versus Cola. And then the others haven't yet gotten on the schedule, but keep an eye out for that. We'll look to see if we can get them on restream. And for now, that's going to be it here for us. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good evening.